8. Yeah. So for M5 question 8, do refer to your tutorial itself. So for M5 question 8, develop full size the transition piece with the join lines on AA by triangulation method. Now if you look at the drawing, right, the top drawing is like half cut off. Don't worry. The double lines you see around it, right? That just means that the shape is doubled. So the final one will look sort of like this. So what you see in the picture is here only, but for the actual one, you'll see double of it. So it's just repeated. So you can do that if for symmetrical objects. Then meanwhile, on the bottom you have this. So as usual, the first step you do is to draw the vertical line to start with. So to base everything upon. Then you can draw your base horizontal line. So I'll draw all the base of the thing first. So let me just, it'll be one long line across for each shape. Yeah, I'll just draw one line across. Most of the time you draw it on the draw the views on this side of the paper, followed by the development on the right side of the paper. So let me just draw it out. Okay. Yeah. Now I will move up 664. Okay. So let's take a ruler and just 6 point. That ruler. About 6.4. And yeah, so this will be how tall the bottom view will be. So let's decide on height for the other one. So okay, for maybe 2 mm gap, we draw the base. So this will be the base of the top figure. Base of the top figure. Then the whole thing is 76 mm. So 76. Since they asked for parallel, so you want to mark right in the middle. So mark it right at 30. Okay. Then mark out draw your horizontal line. Okay, so this should be all the horizontal lines you need. Now for the vertical lines. So the main vertical line you have is 100. So let's get out. Okay. There's one the center line and 12 mm from the center line. So there's one at 5. 2, this one 12. Here. Okay. Let me draw the horizontal lines. This one. Okay. So it should be all the lines in. Okay. So what is the next step? Okay, next step. Notice how they don't really give you many dimensions. So there's 100 for the base. You can draw that first. 100 for yeah. Camera C. Oh, okay. Darken the base first. Okay, so this base is true. And let me darken. There'll be a square on the whole thing. The top view you see as a rectangle. Okay. Now you face a problem. Like you don't know how, okay, you know how tall, but you don't know where it starts. You don't know where the square is. You just know that from the center here there's a 38 mm like square. So what can you do? So don't worry. So okay, since they told you that the square has sides that are 38 mm in length, what you can do, since okay, imagine a square, right? If the sides were 38, you could draw a circle in the middle of diameter 38, and at 45 degrees put the a tangent line. Okay, actually let me draw. It'll be easier to visualize. So what you do now is put your compass at 38 mm. Okay, 38. Okay. Oh, not 38. 19. Yeah, 19, not 38. Because 38 divided by 2 equals 19. If we are compass at 19 mm. So with a radius of 19 mm. Check. Just make sure it's accurate. Because if you get this wrong, the whole thing will be off. Okay, so 19 mm. So with 19 mm, you have a diameter of 38. So you can, from this point, draw a circle of radius 19 mm. Don't draw too heavy, because it's just supposed to be a construction line. So you have this circle here. So what do you do with this circle? Take your set squares. Now this is here. So take a set square. Put it here. Then when it meets the edge of the circle, mark it down. Okay, mark it down. And for this one also, at the tangent, the circle, mark it down. Okay, now let me repeat it again. For the other side, for this, I need to move the square to the top of the paper. See. Okay. Tangent point. Okay. At this tangent point, okay, it's important to think of like ways to make shapes even if they don't tell you exactly how to do it. Like for the 38, it's here. So circle and square. You can make a square. So now let me proceed to darken it in. You might not want to actually draw it so dark, but for construction line, So this, yeah. Okay. Okay, you'll find that it's a it has a diameter. The lengths of each side are approximately 38 mm. Yeah. Okay, now I've drawn that. Let me just connect the lines together, and it's quite straightforward. Just connect corners to each other. Okay. Connect all the corners together. Mm. Okay, so this is how the shape looks like, and I might as well draw some of the features in like the center lines, because we're probably not going to touch this again anytime soon. So let me draw the center lines. Dot, down, dot, down, down. Okay. Short, down, down. Okay. Then the center line for the shape. Down, down, dot, down, down, dot. Okay. And there's still one more here. Oh, okay. Now this is how it looks like. Okay. As with all okay. As with all like development, you want to label all the sides. So I'll just put 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is A, B, C, and D. Okay. So now that I draw the finished top, I can find out where the plateau of the shape starts and ends. So now that I know, I'll just use the set square and draw it out. Okay. So from here, down, here, down. Okay. So with that, we can mark it up. Yeah, to here. Okay. Slime on here. Slime. Go to here. Okay. Then I join. Okay. And this will be the then label A, D, C. And this is 1, 4, 2, and 3. Okay. So I've replicated the two different views of the shape. Now we move on to the other part, development. Okay, so for development, generally for this shape, what you want to do is, okay, development generally down the right side of the paper. Let me get to the right side. Okay. Then let me draw a straight line down. Okay, so draw one line across. So, and I'll start everything here. Okay. So, what they tell you? So the seam is from A to, I'll just write this as A bar, and then this is C bar. So the seam will start from here to here. This is where the seam begins. Okay. So first step, where do you start? Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, for this we don't need to draw. We won't need to do the covers for this. So from this A to A bar, how tall is A to A bar? So for A to A bar, right, you notice that A to A bar is actually true length. Because when you look at it from the side, it's I'll say, when you look at it from the side, this is the true length. This is the fake length. This is true length. So when you reflect off like a datum, and this gives you the true length of AA. And if you imagine this shape, and if you look at through here, AA is it's a flat line that doesn't flip back or forward. So AA is true length. So let's measure and mark that out. Okay. You can use your compass. So this is how long it is. Use my compass and draw. Okay. So yeah. It's almost the same as this, but it's just slightly longer due to the angle. Just slightly longer. Okay. Let me erase down the line so you all won't get confused. So line. Okay. So let me draw that in more deeply. So I'll start with A, and it stretches to A. Okay. So this is A, and this is A bar. Okay. So from A bar to 4, actually I'll go counterclockwise. So from here, I'll open it up. So I'll start with A bar to 1. So from A bar to 1, if you look at it from this side, right? This side, right? A bar to 1 is just a normal a flat triangle with height A bar, and the base is A bar to A. So let's draw that out. So use your compass, measure A bar. Shit, should have drawn a waste away line, but okay. So from here to there, mark it as 1. Okay, this is 1. And since it's just a triangle, I'm just going to close it up. Okay, so now I close it up. Okay, so now
Sorry,
for...
Jay, can you shift the paper up a bit?
Oh, cannot see.
Yeah. Yeah, can see it.
Drop it down a bit. Okay, so this is the thing. So, okay, what's next? Now A to B. So what's the distance of A to B? A to B is true length, so you can just measure with your compass. You measure with the compass and make the mark. Okay. Now what is 1 to B? The distance of 1 to B. So what you want to do here, right, is let me just draw a datum line. Shit, I'll just use this point. This. Okay. So what you want to do here? What's the distance between 1 to B? So what you can do here is you go. Is this still visible? Okay, you go here. Measure the distance of 1 to B. So the distance of 1 to B is not true length. Okay, right? So I mark it here. So this is 1 to B. Right. Okay. So what you want to do is connect this line here. And this is the true length of 1 to B. And also 1 to A. Because 1 to A and 1 to B are actually the same length. Yeah. Because the base is the same and both the lengths are the same. Yeah. You can measure here also. You'll find out that they're all the same. Some things you can find out after you draw it. Yeah. So why I can do this? Okay. 1 to B is not true length, right? But the height of this is true. So this is 64 is true. So you can I'll say when you take this, right, then you project it up flat. So this is the flat length. Flat length, you bring it down, then 1 to B. Yeah, that is the true length of 1 to B. It might be a hard topic to understand, but when you rotate something towards a true length, that is, and you bring it down, you can find out the true length of it from this side. Yeah. So 1 to B. Okay. We imagine here. So here, there will be a point here. So this will be the true length of 1 to B. And we can measure this. Okay. Measure this. Okay. And find the intersection point. So, and this is your true point B. Then you can take the frame. Yes, the frame. From this point over this point. So this is your point B. Okay. Now for the next step, 1 to 2. Okay. So 1, 2. 1, 2 is true length. So easy. You can just take your compass. Measure 1, 2, 2. Okay. 1 to 2. Then just make a mark here. It could be along this line. Okay. Now what is B to 2? The distance of B to 2 is okay. You can do it the same as this. So you have B to 2. B to 2. Mark it here. So this is B to 2. Or D also. Just B to 2 and D to 3 are the same length. But you'll use that later. But in this case, B to 2 and C to 2 aren't the same length. So you can't do B to C2. So okay, now you got this right. B2. make it as workings. So do it in a finer pencil. Okay. So mark here. Mark here. Okay. So now you can just take it here and measure. Okay, this is the intersection point, and then you can join them up. So there's a reason why this is called the triangulation method, because everything's a triangle. Yeah. Very creative. Okay, close up. So this is 2. Okay. And now the next part is 2 to C. Okay. So never mind. We find out B to C first, because B to C is a fixed 38, or it's the same as A to B. So let me draw a C here. Okay. Now 2 to C. 2 to C, what's the value of 2 to C? We can do it again like the previous time. So you take 2 to C and 2 to C. You 2 to C. Then you can flip it up, but I'll reverse it here. Then here. Then here, you can write it as C. And I draw another line. So 2 to C is this length. Okay. 2 to C, this length. And 2 to C. So this will be point C. Okay. Then let me fill it in. Okay. Okay, then the last one is C to D. C to D. So C to D. Wait, no. C to C prime. So the C to C prime is true length also, as explained by A and we look at the front, this is flat. So C to C prime will be C to C prime here. So let me mark that down. Okay. Then 2 to C is true length, so you can use it. Yeah. A bit too short. And redraw. Shit. Okay. So here. Okay. Oh shit. Oh. Okay. This is a C prime prime. Okay. So this is one half of the shape. Then for the other half of the shape, it's actually very simple. Because you already done one half and the shape is symmetrical, right? You just need to copy whatever you've done here to here. If only you had a copying machine, but you don't. So what you can do now is you just redo the whole thing, but just on the other side. So here, you can just take measurements from what you have done. I will advise you to take measurements from what you've done, because you don't want to redo everything again. I'll say if you are even a bit off from here to here, right? And you take from here to here again, right? It will look even more off. So keep your errors consistently throughout. Like what you're aiming for is a consistent drawing. It doesn't need to be 100% correct, but it shouldn't look off. Like try not to make it look off. As long as it's almost like looks okay. You should be able to get good marks for it. This here. Like you can double check, this should be a straight line. Yeah. Oh wait, this is not a real seam, so it needs to be dotted. But because of the triangulation method, right? you still have to find out where it is. So we shape drawing. Oh. Okay, center line for this. And I just need to replicate the whole thing. The other side. Here. 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 Okay, it's point D. Just join it together. Okay, then this is the same as here, so just draw it in. Here's the same as there, so in again. In. Off, off, off for that. Okay. Okay. It's here. It's 0.3. Okay. Oh, actually, this is 0.3. This is 0.4. We were almost done. Didn't take so long. 0.3, 0.4. Then there's still 2 more. Okay. Okay. Then point A is here. D. And D will go back to A. A will connect to 4. Okay. Then the last one is A prime. Oh no, I'm gonna run out of space again. And okay, here. It's fine. But then I still have a bit of space. So okay. So draw it lower. Yeah. So here, I make a mark. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So this should be what the final thing looks like. So if I were to do it again, I'll move this down by like 2 cm and start from here, like more down, 2 cm lower. Yeah. So this is M by question 8. Yeah. Let me end the recording here. Oh,